So Mary and Joseph are not even married yet, and Mary finds herself pregnant. Now, in those days, people would have just assumed that Mary was immoral, and I don't think that they'd have kept their thoughts to themselves about it. Mary would have known exactly what the people were thinking. And then 9 months pregnant, and she's got to get up and travel. She's got to travel a long way with Joseph to Joseph's hometown of Bethlehem. 90 miles, walking at 9 months pregnant. And I am weeks away from giving birth. I'm almost 9 months pregnant myself. And I can assure you that moving, traveling, even just standing up, doing anything with an almost fully grown baby inside you is not easy or comfortable. And so I can't even begin to imagine how Mary would have thought and felt, what she would have experienced walking 90 miles at 9 months pregnant. And then there's the weather as well. The warm and wet Israeli winter weather. And then nighttime comes and it's freezing cold, no shelter over you. You're just sleeping out in the cold, open air. I can't imagine it. But I do know that Mary at this point would be desperate to get to Bethlehem and desperate to just find somewhere to sleep. A nice, comfortable, warm bed to climb into. And if it's not warm or comfortable, then just a bed will do. But there's no rooms available, not a single one, no beds for Mary or for Joseph. They get one offer, a stable, an actual stable with actual animals, living animals. So Mary's been told that she is carrying and going to give birth to an incredibly special, the most special child that will have ever been birthed to. She's carrying this child. And so I think she's probably thinking, if I am going to be giving birth to the actual Son of God, then why is everything going so bad, going as bad as it possibly can? Since the start of my pregnancy, there have been certain smells or just a strong smell that have made me gag and heave, often just make me throw up. And so the thought of being in a stable at 9 months pregnant, let alone having to then give birth in the stable, the thought of that with the smell of pigs and sheep and whatever other animals there would have been, the smell of the food that they have to eat and the smell of what the animals deposit on the floor afterwards, I don't think I could cope. I know I couldn't cope with that. You want the best for your child, don't you? You want the best birth, the best setting, the best midwives. You want the best new little outfit for them to go into and the best little blanket to wrap them up in when they're born. And Mary, the best that she could offer her newborn son was an animal trough. The food removed and some sort of rough, strawy bedding put in instead. That was the best that she could offer him. It couldn't have been harder. It couldn't have been tougher. It couldn't have been further than probably what she imagined giving birth to the Son of God was going to be like. It couldn't have been more lowly. And yet, that's the way that the actual Son of God, the Prince of Peace, the Saviour of this world, that's the way that he was born. And what's incredible is that that's exactly the way that God planned it. That's exactly how it was meant to be. It is so incredible.